Welcome to another program in the twice monthly series, Morning Jim Poetry. This is your host and reader, Jim Ransom, and today I have some poems from both the past and the present. These poems will, I hope, give you a sense of both wonder and futility. After all, in life we prefer to see everything suffused in gold. But wait! Reality keeps intruding, and even beauty that is unimaginably perfect finally fails. You'll see what I mean. Here's a poem by Billy Collins called Gold. And I'll find it here in a minute. Gold by Billy Collins. I don't want to make too much of this, but because the bedroom faces east across a lake here in Florida, when the sun begins to rise and reflects off the water, the whole room is suffused with a kind of golden light that might travel at dawn on the summer solstice, the length of a passageway in a megalithic tomb. Again, I don't want to exaggerate, but it reminds me of a brand of light that could illuminate the walls of a hidden chamber full of treasure, pearls and gold coins overflowing the silver platters. I feel like comparing it to the fire that Aphrodite lit in the human eye so as to make it possible for us to perceive the other three elements. But the last thing I want to do is risk losing your confidence by appearing to lay it on too thick. Let's just say that the morning light here would bring to any person's mind the rings of light that Dante deploys in the final cantos of the Paradiso to convey the presence of God, while bringing the Divine Comedy to a stunning climax. And leave it at that. If that isn't classic Billy Collins, I don't know if you'll ever hear it elsewhere. Now, here are a couple of poems by Crowe Ransom, the famous poet of the past, who had a position at a full professorship at Kenyon College in Ohio. The first poem is called Blue Girls. Twirling your blue skirts, traveling the sward under the towers of your seminary, go listen to your teachers old and contrary, without believing a word. Tie the white fillets then about your hair, and think no more of what will come to pass than bluebirds that go walking on the grass and chattering on the air. Practice your beauty, blue girls, before it fail, and I will cry with my loud lips and publish beauty, which all our power shall never establish. It is so frail. For I could tell you a story which is true. I know a lady with a terrible tongue, bluer eyes, fallen from blue, all her perfections tarnished. Yet it is not long since she was lovelier than any of you. Okay. Let's turn now to another poem by Crowe Ransom, a brief poem, a sonnet. It's called Piazza Piece. I am a gentleman in a dust coat trying to make you hear. Your ears are soft and small, and listen to an old man not at all. They want the young man's whispering and sighing, but See the roses on your trellis dying, and hear the spectral singing of the moon, for I must have my lovely lady soon. I am a gentleman in a dust coat trying. I am a lady young in beauty, waiting until my true love comes, and then we kiss. But what gray man among the vines is this, whose words are dry and faint as in a dream? Back from my trellis, sir, before I scream. I am a lady young in beauty, waiting. There's a lot of irony in both of those poems, isn't there? And finally, to give irony its full due, there's another poem by Billy Collins, and it's called Drawing You from Memory. I seem to have forgotten several features crucial to the doing of this. For instance, how your lower lip meets your upper lip, besides just being below it, and what happens at the end of the nose. How much does it shade the plane of your cheek? And would even a bit of nostril be visible from this angle? Chinese eyes, you call them. Which could be the difficulty I have in showing the flash of light in your iris. And being so far from you for so long, I cannot remember what direction it flows, the deep river of your hair. But all this will come together the minute I see you again at the station, my notebook and pens packed away, your face smiling as I cup it in my hands, or frowning later when we are home, and you are berating me in the kitchen, waving these pages in my face, demanding to know the name of this latest little whore. It just goes to show that sometimes you try to do a good deed and it just doesn't work out as you had planned it. Well, that's all for today. Don't want this to go on too long. After all, the weather's beautiful outdoors and we may not have time for a lot of poetry for that reason, along with many others. I hope you got the message. What we hope for is not always what is delivered, and what we see is not always what we get. That's it for now. I'll be with you again soon. Bye.